Alright, welcome to the first ever Legends Cast. We're all going to get together and talk about what we have accomplished over the last year, and we'll talk a little about open water. Alright, welcome to the first ever Legends Outdoors podcast.
Today we're talking about best moments of 2017 when we were open water fishing, as right around the corner this Saturday it is finally open water fishing here in Wisconsin, even though most of the lakes are frozen over. We're basically going to talk about our best moments that we had, whether it's big fish or just great days on the water, and then tell you guys what we are looking forward to this year, what our plans are, and some of our goals for fishing. So I don't know who wants to get it started.
I think we start off with what opening day last year. You guys
Opening day.
started last night.
Yeah, we can do it along the time scale. So
I can pull up the videos too if we need to.
yeah,
Opening day was me, Nathan, and Connor.
Connor's not here, but
We were together on a boat.
it sucked.
It sucked.
It
It
sucked.
was really tough.
It was tough by,
Water was so cold.
yeah, which I regret. I mean, the water temps are 49, 50 degrees. Now I look at it, the lakes are frozen, so I guess it's better.
What do you guys catch? Connor caught the walleye.
Connor caught a nice male, big walleye.
Still milking, right?
Yeah, it was milking that
Yeah.
time. I think I caught a nice largemouth, the same lake. Too.
I don't-
We had the battery died in the trolling motor. We had to leave early. It sucked.
I know Caleb was on the river.
I started off with, I'll let you guys go first.
I caught that little smallie, and then he caught, after we moved to a different lake, he caught a real nice one of those
19-inch
spinners.
small, which is random. It was on
It was a
spinner
white
bait.
spinner bait
On
with a
the
white
lay
trailer.
down. It was on a lay down too,
Yep.
which was crazy. But other than that, we went to different like the next day. Caught some largemouth. It was slow. We were really looking forward to it. And it kind of sucked, but
I mean, I had a decent day opening day. I wasn't able to film. I didn't have a camera, but I think I opened the day off with two 16-inch largemouth and then an 18.5-incher. So I mean, I started off the year pretty good, but
this was a good fish.
it was really windy. I remember that day.
It was really windy that day.
I was just in a little John boat with a trolling motor. I was just getting blown everywhere. It was hard to fish. But
I started off what I've been doing for the past probably 10 years with my brother and my dad. Went out, we have a cabin on a little lake up north, and we went out opening morning. We probably boated probably 60 some walleyes, but nothing too big. I didn't keep a fish that morning just because the lake's really stunted and there's nothing great for size. So then I thought I'd finish off the day on a good note. I went out to the river right in town, and I probably caught about 15 walleyes there, and I kept 3. And then I went out that night and finished off my 5-man limit at a different lake, because in Wisconsin you can keep technically 5 walleyes, but they have to be different bodies of water. And I went out that night on a different lake and I caught probably 2 16th on just throwing wraps. And so my opening day was pretty good. Had about a 40-inch muskie on while fishing for walleyes, but he just fit the hook.
And he caught a red horse. Right?
Yeah, I caught a plastic. Yeah, that was the first.
Crazy. Yeah. Kind of regret complaining about the weather last year, though.
Yeah, compared to this year.
Compared to this year.
The water temps are going to be like 5 degrees lower than last year.
They're gonna be maybe in the 40s.
Well, Soda was already in the 40s.
Yeah, that's actually farther south. That's about the same here. Straight
yeah.
over.
I called that number today and they said Dewey's at 45,
So,
so
yeah.
it's still pretty cold.
We had a big lull after opening day because none of us really filmed. Like, you went to Canada, I went to the Boundary Waters.
We went fishing the week after, but we didn't film. That's when we did our little.
Yeah, they didn't film.
That was good. We caught some
we caught some nice
nice
fish
We had some spawning bass.
Spawning bass in the river was
fish.
fun.
Largemouth and smallmouth.
So,
Our next video after the opening day was carp fishing and B-roll. And that was filmed by Jason. He,
That was midsummer.
that was opening day.
That was like a month break, but
Yeah.
I got this new camera, and that was a nothing video basically.
I mean, you caught some decent carp in there. That was kind of cool.
After opening day, you went to Canada.
Yeah.
And that was the week after.
and I was in the Boundary Waters, so
Yeah.
we had some big
We were
fish
around. Yeah,
around.
we all caught some big fish.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any
New
pictures.
fish.
We can, like, I caught a lake trout, which was cool.
Yeah.
Whitefish. He caught.
If we have any
five-
pictures, we'll show them now.
Yeah, we can show them.
My northern pike. I'm going again this year, but I'm not going to film once again because I'm too focused on the fish. I can't film and catch big pike. I'm too scattered, right?
Cheddar.
I'll be going again, same weekend. first week in June, and the wall or the ice up there is still 40 inches. So I could definitely be hitting the spawn on walleyes as soon as we get up there. Who knows?
That'd be a good bite.
Last year we hit it just pre-spawn. Some of the males are still milking, but all the females had their eggs gone already.
You had your PD bass.
Yep, after the carp fishing we had, I went out Father's Day with my grandpa, and it was a really cruddy day out. It was rainy and windy, but it kind of was in between like the rain and then sunshine and the rain. And I started off with just a couple small bass, and then I knocked into like an 18.5 incher, and I got that in the boat, and that was one of my biggest fish that summer. And then probably an hour later, I flipped into this. As you can see in that video, there's just a pool inside the lily pads where there's an opening. I flipped in there, and all of a sudden my line started moving off, and I was like, oh, it's just slammed into him. And I knew right away it was a big fish, and he came flopping up, and I got him in the net. And that today is my personal best bass, and that was a big fish. It was 20.5 inches, so
That's a nice fish. And
it's gonna be hard to keep.
Good girth. That's a big Wisconsin bargee there for sure.
Takes a lot.
They don't get too big up here,
There's
but
a lot of lakes up here that are loaded with bass and people won't take credit for.
yeah, there's some nice fisheries. You get a lot of. Oh, speaking of Chatet chain,
Yep.
let's talk about a lot of bass. Just a lot of 15 inches on spinner baits.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, we had that. It was finals week. We were studying for a natural resources test we all had, and Nathan lives in Chautauqua, and Chautauqua actually had a tornado.
Yeah.
That
we
day.
saw it go down, and it was kind of weird watching it. But in the video, we were kind of joking about it, but we were literally fishing a bunch of trees that were blown in from the tornado, and we said tornado damaged bass about 15 times.
Yeah.
It only took them like a month though to move into the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
It wasn't even that.
There were still leaves on some of the trees. You
Yeah.
can see them in
Yeah.
the videos.
maybe less.
But,
than
I mean,
a month
it was-
or something.
I think it was just crazy to see how that tornado just produced all the wind-blown damage, and
You could see like across to the west end of the lake was all just cleared, and we were fishing on the east end of the lake, and it was just like there's houses that were still being rebuilt. It was a long path. It went on for a while, but
People's yards are messed up.
yeah, it was. I mean,
There's
we
no
could go there
docks.
this summer, and you're gonna still see the path of the tornado. So that was kind of crazy, but
yeah, it seemed every time you guys got together, you guys just brought the cold, rainy weather together.
it was most of the summer too. Honestly, it was cold, and rainy. I mean,
Yeah.
our Round Lake video, Round Lake and Lake X was when we were around Lake. It was 47 and rainy in late June. It was freezing cold. I had a rain jacket. We got some nice small ice. I want to go back there this year. It's a really good lake. We kind of barely put our foot in the water and try to figure it out.
Something you guys didn't show on the video, but you guys actually spent the night there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we actually slept in a minivan at the boat ramp, which you're not supposed to stay there overnight, but it's an hour and a half from where I live, and I didn't want to drive early in the morning. And I mean, going there, we almost smoked a deer. That was my worry.
Yeah.
And it was late. I almost smoked a deer going there.
Almost hit a deer.
And the weird thing is, we woke up at like 4:30 in the morning or something, real early. There was a car sitting in the boat or at the parking lot there. The boat ramp was kind of sketchy, so we just laid there and waited for them to leave because we didn't know what the hell we were doing. But I don't know. That was a good day. We went to Lake X, caught some good lunches, which would be easier.
So it was really windy on Round Lake, and we lost his anchor, so we just
Yeah, I
we
don't
couldn't
know how.
survive out there.
It was on the carabiner clip, and then I pulled up I don't know how
It
the
just
hell.
popped right
It just
off.
popped right off. I don't know. We just went to a lake that I knew we could fish well, and caught some good
Yeah,
lunches.
you guys hammered them out there.
In Canada, we probably had only like half a fish maybe on there.
That's
We caught a lot of fish.
That's a clear water lake, isn't it? Pretty
So,
clear.
or Lake X, almost the name of it, or Round Lake.
Yeah.
Round Lake's really clear water, probably like what 15 feet maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. It's super clear. It was really windy, so it's kind of hard to tell when we're there. But yeah, it's
Round Lake, that's known for big fish for all species I've heard of.
Yeah.
Muskie,
walleye,
walleye.
pike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good lake, and I want to try it. The Hayward's just got a bunch of good lakes.
Yeah.
You got the Chip,
You know,
you got Coudray, Grindstone.
yeah, there's a lot of bodies of water right there.
So we'd like to hit it again this year.
And then, what was it, July, wasn't it? Was
Yeah.
it July?
I think it was July.
Oh yeah, it was the weekend after the 4th.
Yep, me, Jason, and Caleb all tried meeting up. We all tried to do it together, but just didn't work out with.
Because I was working weekends.
Yeah, you
I
were
was
working weekends. Connor's down in Iowa. It was just hard to get everybody together. So Jason, Caleb, and I made the trip up to Jason's cabin, which is
Minocqua.
yeah.
Hazelhurst, or is it, what is it?
It's part of the town of Lake Tahonapah.
Oh, yeah.
Small town, but Minocqua area.
Went up there for the weekend, and we just kind of got there later, and me and Jason actually fished a small body of water, just killing time while Caleb had a baseball game. And then we met him, went to Walmart, and then came back and made dinner, and then got ready for the next morning, and we went out, looked at some lakes, and went out to, it was Big Car Lake. We've never fished it before. It was a clear body of water. And
Super deep, clear body of water.
Very deep. I think its max depth was like 80 feet or something.
Yeah,
like that.
they stock lake trout to that lake, and they're actually doing pretty well.
It took us a while to find some fish. I mean, we started off, didn't have any bites or anything, didn't even see a fish, and we worked our way around the shore and finally found some structure and a little bit of weeds. And I know I hooked into a couple bass. Caleb caught a couple.
Small
Yep.
lakes.
And then
The jerk bait.
And then we made a run across the lake and we found bluegill beds, and I don't know, those are some fun fish to catch. I wish we would have had an underwater camera, because you pitch out a worm on a hook and right onto the bed, and then you can see all the bluegills trying to move it off and attacking it. It was just really cool to see.
And then we found a little patch of lily pads, catching bass on the frogs.
And I caught my first ever frog fish. That was cool. You caught an 18-incher. That was a nice one.
That was nice.
But finding them beds though was just a fluke.
Yeah.
I was throwing a jerk bait around, and I had like a 13-inch crappie came up and followed it, and then I saw where it swam away, and I put my glasses on, I pulled my best, looked down, there was about 6 crappies, and then about 30-some bluegills sitting there.
Yeah.
The crappies weren't on beds, but they were just bouncing around, and
Yeah, so we ended up tying on different lures and ended up switching up to just earthworms, and we ended up catching a decent amount of bluegills that we ended up keeping for dinner that night, and brought them home, flayed them up, and ate them. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely found where the fish were. You just had to find the lily pads, and we ended up catching plentiful amount of bass in that cut there.
I bet you we had twice as many blowups as we
Yeah.
did fish.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of
Yep.
blowups.
That was, and then I don't know, that was kind of.
Well, then we quit filming, and then we went back. It was his cabin down.
Cut that out. But yeah.
Yeah.
We went back to where his cabin's on, and went out on this pontoon just for a little cruise ride and fishing, just trying to enjoy the night. Just hung up the films for the day, and we ended up catching, I think 3, not PBs, but I mean,
not PB, but we caught a couple more than 3.
We'll throw the pictures on here,
Yeah.
but
They were hybrids.
we caught some huge pumpkin seed hybrid bluegills. Those were some huge.
Handfuls. They're huge.
The girth was like longer.
Yeah, they're almost taller than a
lake.
line.
You missed the spawn. You said you had the spawn like what, a week or 2 before that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they were on the beds.
You saw that huge perch, didn't you?
Yeah, there was some big perch. We caught a couple of little bass and stuff.
Yeah, we eventually moved out to.
It was nice. We just relaxed after going hard in the morning.
That was a long day. Well, you can't forget the microfishing.
Oh yeah.
Microfish. Yeah.
Are we gonna have some more weird videos coming out this summer?
You're gonna have some. Stay tuned for the micro series.
Okay. All right.
There's some crazy things that go on up in here, and I like to display that in my microfishing videos. But yeah, lately I've been like super into microfishing, so you're gonna see some more species diversity from Wisconsin.
Make sure to comment in his videos that the microfishing sucks.
And no, this is for you, this little part.
Yeah. Then you got your
Oh, yeah.
kayak.
Oh, yeah, the
Kayak
kayak
fishing.
video.
If you guys ever want to, I don't know, have a little laugh. I mean, a lot of our videos are funny, but stay to the end of the videos. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens at the end that we show a little bit.
You got her in the brownies.
Yeah, we call them brownies. Got her in the brownies.
I'm the only one with a kayak right now, but Clay, you might be getting a kayak.
I'm trying to sell my boat right now.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
But then if we both get kayaks, or even if it's just me, there's gonna be kayak videos for this summer. Probably on the Wisconsin River mostly.
You could hammer some fish out there.
Yeah.
Target multi-species, probably go after smallmouth, largemouth, walleye, definitely some carp,
You could go after
catfish.
cats, that'd be fun, going after cats.
Catfish would be fun, yeah.
Muskie.
I mean, me and
Yeah, muskie would
We-
be, that'd be
we-
kinda tough, but,
obviously we go to Stevens Point, UWSP College, and
oh, cut that out.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
we actually got a house for the upcoming school year, and we're gonna be staying there over the summer. Me and Jason have jobs lined up for the summer here in Point, and I mean
I'll
these
be
guys.
there for a few.
Yeah, these guys
a few
will
weeks
visit,
here
so
and
Every once in a while, just to drop stuff off, but.
it'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, the summer's gonna be big, we're gonna be together for at least 7 weeks,
Yeah,
for sure.
6 weeks, whatever.
Out of the summer, we all, Stevens Point every year, or for all the natural resources students, which we're all in natural resource fields, we have to go to a thing called Tree Haven, which is just basically a summer school edition, just to get more
Field
knowledge.
experience is
Yeah.
what it is.
And it's actually basically in my hometown, and also right next to Jason's cabin, and so we're gonna do a lot of fishing. We know a lot of lakes in the area, but we're also gonna try new lakes and try new fishing for new species.
Definitely have a lot of different unique challenges
Yeah.
coming out.
And we have his bass boat,
Yep, we'll have 2 boats up there.
and then I'm gonna take my boat and put it over his cabin, so we can do like 2v2s, fun stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
We can do a lot of cool
It's gonna be
videos.
fun.
Tournaments, stuff like
Muskies,
that.
smallmouth for me, I'm gonna be excited for that, so incredible lakes and.
Up north, there's a lot of different species you can
Oh
target.
yeah, there's a lot
So
of
many
cool stuff,
varieties.
so we're excited for that. I mean, we probably be able to get a day, a week out, but it's gonna be fun still.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy, but in our free time, we're hopefully be out
on
on
the
the water.
weekends. But
Your muskie bass. Yeah, tell them what your.
I don't know, there's 2 trips Jason made it up where I live because there's a lot of good lakes in my area. And he doesn't get to fish for smallmouth a lot, so typically what we do is chase smallies. The second time I came up in July, I'm trying to think what was the first day. I think the first day was actually a later video, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
yours came out first.
Well, we'll go. One day we made it to, I guess I can say Rice Lake.
Yeah, it's a big lake.
It's a fairly big lake. It's close to me. We started fishing bass and stuff. There's some smallies, largemouth. It was slow, really slow to begin with. We caught some fish. I haven't caught any huge bass out of there. I caught that one 19-inch smallmouth randomly. It's actually where that fish was caught. But I don't know if you call it musky fishing. We were throwing big jerk baits just to see what we could catch. Like I caught like a 22-inch or something, so long and a decent pike. But I'm gonna be getting out a lot more musky fishing this year, and that's probably a lake I'm gonna really hit hard. There's some big fish in there, 50 plus maybe. So, and right after that, we had a good smallmouth day size wise. A good lake actually worked at the lake, and you can't really get on them out there, but there's some big fish out there. They're girthy, they're stocky, but typical smallmouth fishing for me. But let's see. Oh, you're frog fishing.
Yeah, like frog fishing. I didn't really have a chance to fish with any of these guys during the summer, but I went out as much as I could just to get out and threw on the GoPro, and I ended up capturing some pretty cool footage of myself. I never really thought about frog fishing as something I would like get interested into, but as soon as I caught my first one at Jason's cabin
It's
area,
addicting.
Yeah,
It's
as
so
soon as-
fun. It's so fun.
as-
It's hard to put a frog down.
as soon as I got my first bluehook, I was hooked, and I'm known to throw a Senko on a frog. I mean, that's my style. But I definitely got into some bass that day, and I was hooking up bass left and right on frogs. And I had that absolutely massive blow up by that dock. It was ridiculous. It actually like scared me because it was just I was twitching, and then all of a sudden just water everywhere, and hooked in like a 17-incher. That was a nice fish, and then not too long after that, I was finishing up a cast I was reeling it in. All of a sudden I had this huge blow up. I was like, what the heck was that? So I stopped, and I gave it a couple twitches, and all of a sudden this pike just slams it. And I ended up pulling that one, and that was really cool.
Sometimes when they hit top water, they just like
That reminds me.
they annihilate it. Yeah, they just like
That one, you were reeling in your jig, and you could see that one come up.
Oh yeah,
We'll throw that clip right now.
Yeah, we can throw that. That was from the fall, but I was
Yeah.
fishing the jig.
Yeah,
And there's weeds on it. Like I was reeling it from, I think I was fishing laydowns or something for bass. And I just saw him out of the corner of my eye, and I just literally just froze. Just dropped the rod.
right across the screen, and you just see
That was
it grab the
crazy.
jig. That was
So they're crazy.
yeah. Oh, you're trout fishing.
Oh yeah, trout fishing. I got some good streams. I mentioned we were trying to get his first brown trout. We didn't, but they're not that common in there really. You catch like 2 or 3 in a day is a good day, but I don't know. Trout fishing, like we were talking about, trout fishing is a nice getaway from having to wake up at like 5 in the morning, get the boat out and deal with it. You can just kind of go for
No boat.
no boat.
In the summer, if depending on the weather, you can wade in there. Don't even need waders.
You don't necessarily, yeah.
But
you
it's nice.
It's nice.
Just walk on the rocks. But yeah,
It's
it's
just like
nice little
it's,
change of pace.
it's a good nature
yeah,
experience.
it really is.
You're using about a 5-foot rod, maybe.
I've
Yeah,
never
that's
seen
a
it.
long time.
I've still yet to see anybody while I was trout fishing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're not.
'Cause if you don't go on the weekend, you're not going to see anyone.
Well,
even on the weekend,
we don't have like high class trout fisheries around here. Like that's either more towards the Great Lakes or out west.
Yeah,
But we still have good trout fishing creeks and stuff like that because
And a lot of people don't take advantage of that.
no, and they're constantly stocked. Most of them are.
Mm-hmm. Mine are stocked with brown, and then
Yeah.
but there's still plenty of nice sized brook trout.
Yeah.
You can
You definitely have to weed through all the creek chunks though. Right?
in the summer, yeah, but you can just switch to artificial.
And if you
snares
want
and
actually
stuff.
like a good table fare for a fish,
brook trout are good.
trout in my opinion is one of the best. Just the way you cook it, I guess, but it can be really oily. But it's a good change of pace from like a walleye to a crappie. So.
And you make your homemade lures.
Yeah, I have. Ooh, speaking of, I have for Christmas I got another mold for my homemade baits, which I can.
The
We
video.
got the video.
Yeah.
So this past winter I did a video on making homemade baits, so you guys should definitely check that out. But I have drop shot worms, a mold that I made, just sort of some finesse style worms, and definitely gonna try it. I mean, when you go to Lake X and you get in a good drop shot bite, I mean, you can run through 2 packs of, like, they're not big. It's a lot of like probably around 14-inch average, but when you're talking about $5-6 package of the KP Dream Shot or whatever, you can run through like 10.
Definitely worth
bucks.
your money.
What all kind of molds do you have again for those?
I have a 4-inch craw. I have the Senkos for you.
Yeah.
Maybe some. Drop shot. I have like a beaver style, creature style bait.
Yep.
I have a small finesse tube one. I don't make it.
Is it definitely worth the money to do
I
that?
like it. It's
You got one
nice.
that's like a brush hog too, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I have a brush hog too. So a lot of variants, but the craws are nice. And maybe I can use some of those for spawning if we get some
Yeah.
big bed fish.
Yeah, big.
They're a big craw, but.
They're good for trailers and stuff.
Yeah, and then like the Senko is really cheap to make because you don't use that much plastic and you can just pump out a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
They work just fine. It's not like I don't.
They don't seem to take that long to make either.
No,
Just-
those take.
Just a rainy day if you can't fish.
They're in the winter.
Yeah,
stock
just
up.
go hard on them.
So I'm trying to fish those. Maybe get some videos out with that.
We hit late summer probably. Then we all got back to college and we kind of got back in the swing of getting ready for classes.
Working like to
Yep.
get back to our normal school
Yep,
schedule
and then-
stuff.
We had bow hunting. That took me a while to get my buck, but we can
It's not up in the water.
that's not what I can say that for another time. But you got attacked by a pike.
That was the same pike that did my jig.
Yeah, that was a jig.
Yeah, if a pike swallows your jig, first of all you should have mouth spreaders if you fish Wisconsin lakes.
Don't stick your
Don't stick your thumb in it. It's not worth a $3 to $4 jig. That was
And like a
pretty
long
dumb.
pair of forceps.
Yeah, so it was dumb, but I guess you can call that an attack. I mean, it was dumb. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. And you had your kind of Hail Mary last shot.
The last round on my hometown river, I went out chasing catfish and carp. All I caught was
Did you go after white bass too?
yeah, a little bit. Like I was just seeing what I could catch, but I ended up catching like a little largemouth and a little walleye. It was just nice to be out. It was good. Good last run.
Hang up the open water
Yeah.
for the year.
I think we have one open water.
Mm-hmm.
So the last time I had my boat out, which is crazy, it's been this long. It seems like I shot this video a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I had my boat out, it was late October, and we had a bunch of, who knows, if we would have known that was the start of cold weather, I would have been in a lot more bad mood, but we just got a dusting of snow, and I was trying to find a good lake that I could get, or just fish for something where I knew they could be biting, and I didn't think the smallmouth bite was like mid-30s as a high or something, and I found a lake that was stocked with rainbow trout, and I said, well, it's worth a shot, it's not too far away. And I ended up catching my rainbow trout, not that I hadn't caught that many before, but right off the way, or second fish was, I don't remember, it was 20 and a half inches or
I
something.
thought it was 21 or something.
Some 21 something. I mean, it was a big rainbow. I
Yeah.
caught it on an ultralight. I was not expecting I was like expecting maybe one, and I caught another 18, like
Yeah,
two,
you
like
caught-
around
you
15
definitely
and
caught a couple.
16. Some were on jig and a worm, and then some were on small husky jerk and a few bass. But that was honestly a great way to end the day. End the year.
Beautiful trout too.
Yeah, that was a good way to end the year, and it ended up leading to a good ice fishing video. But this is all
Yeah, this is
water
all
year,
water.
so.
Well, that kind of sums up our open water 2017 open water season. I mean, definitely some good memories back then. Definitely excited to make some more memories this
Oh
summer.
yeah, it's really awesome to get it on camera. Like, I mean, yeah, it's awesome to get views and stuff and have new subscribers, but it's really cool. You can go back to an awesome day and just look back at the day and just really kind of. It's just nice to go back.
Better
to.
than a photo.
It's better. It's a lot better than a photo,
Definitely
especially if you
better
have
than a
like a friend with you or something, and it's really cool to go back to, and we'll always be able to go look back to that unless YouTube wipes us off for whatever reason. But who knows? So maybe not forever, but at least for now we got stuff to go back to. But anyone got any goals planned for the summer?
Jason, you want to start it out?
I can start it off. I do have some goals for the summer. One really ambitious goal, maybe not that ambitious considering where I'm going and when I'm going. I want to catch a 40-inch, no, not 48, 45. 48 would be awesome, but 45 is my goal. My biggest is 43. I got it last year at the same time. This time, water's colder, pike are probably even less far off from their spawning, so there might be some big females up there still in the bays. And we're going up middle of Ontario-ish in the Wabakimi Provincial State Forest, or not State Forest, but park. And there's some giant fish up there, so I'm really looking forward to that. That's coming up in like 20 days.
Yeah, that's close. We're
20
getting
days,
close.
yeah.
Everything's
I'm
getting
like
close.
so pumped for it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And some other goals. I want to catch my first muskie. Can
That's
hopefully
gonna happen.
do that with these boys.
That's gonna happen this year. We'll
Yeah, I
promise
think
that.
it's gonna
I'm
happen.
guaranteed.
I'm gonna work hard for that. And a bunch of micros. I'm working on my life list right now, so I haven't done a whole lot of microfishing actually in Wisconsin. So there's plenty of species that I can catch. I'll bring you guys along for that, for a lot of it probably. If you're interested, should be cool. That's about it.
Alright, let's see. I'm kind of along the same line with Jason. I want to catch my first muskie, and I think we can make that happen. I've never targeted them before, but I definitely want to try to catch a pike over 30 inches. I mean, my biggest is 28, and I never fished from. I'm more of a bass angler, but I think last year catching my PB bass was exciting, but I think moving on from that, maybe catching a new species like a rainbow, or even moving on to a muskie, that'd be cool. I don't really have any big goals besides that.
Hopefully I'm gonna get him on. Hopefully we can make it out and we can go chase some big drop shot smallies. That's kind of a tactic he hasn't really fished a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely want to catch a big smallie. I think my biggest is like maybe 15, 16
I'll probably
inches.
take you to, I got some good
But if you want to catch an
yeah,
upper teens small, if not 20
so
inches.
that'd be cool. I would like to take you on. That'd be fun.
And I definitely want to try to catch some big catfish again. When I was younger, I went down to Madison with my aunt and I caught a roughly 36-inch channel cat, and that was exciting. That was a big fish. I mean, I can try to.
Here you could get some big.
I could try to find a picture of that on Facebook and throw it on for the video. I mean,
Wallace.
Yeah.
Wallace or no?
yeah.
I think you're really itching to get out and do some rough fishing with me,
Yeah,
right?
I'm definitely more into fishing for anything where, I mean,
No, I like rough fishing.
Yeah.
But if I have an option, I'm
Yeah.
But I mean, and if you look where like I live compared to Jason, I have so many more smallmouth and muskie lakes compared to him, so it makes a big difference.
I mean, I'm kind of just, I think my goals are just kind of get introduced to new species, catch some stuff, and I don't know, just enjoy the summer.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess that's it. You?
Well, I'm finally got an actual muskie set up. I'm gonna actually get all the stuff I need. So I don't know if I have necessarily a length goal for a muskie. I don't know. I definitely want to get to the 40s. I want to get some good fish, and I can't fish until May 26th, the Northern Muskie Opener. Other than that, I really want to get into some bedfish right after school. So hopefully we can get some spawning bedfish and get some big fish.
A little later this year though.
It's gonna be late this year, but hopefully I can grab some. And then speaking of new species and cool experiences, I'm going to Alaska, and I'm gonna be fishing up there with a guide. And I kind of talked to him, and we might be chasing dolly barden, which are just like brook trout on steroids is the best way to explain it. So it's not really set what we're chasing, but you kind of mentioned that, and I looked at some pictures. It'd be awesome. I mean, any cool fish in Alaska that are big, but other than that, I don't know. I guess muskies is gonna be going hard.
Catch a muskie over 35, 30.
Oh, 40s. Yeah, I prefer 45, but it's...
I mean, he's got to catch a 40 just so he can shake.
Oh yeah, I kind of, so starting opening day, which is coming up, I gotta keep my goatee if I don't catch a 20-inch smallmouth or a 40-inch muskie. So it's gonna be pretty rough if I can't knock that off. I'm gonna have some bad facial hair. So hope you guys enjoy that.
For my goals, I don't know. I do a muskie league every single Thursday with a good friend of mine. I fish, but
Buddy.
yeah, I got quite a few muskies in my day, but nothing too big yet. I got only one over 40, but truthfully, I really want to hit spawning panfish. My goal is a 16-inch crappie on the beds, or doesn't matter what exactly. We chase them all summer long. They're in the stumps. But if I can get one of those, I got a 15-incher I just caught this winter, and I'm hoping to put that on the wall. And I really want to make like a cool mount of just like big panfish, and I got my perch already. But I'm gonna probably chase mainly walleyes, just because that's what my dad likes to target a lot, and he likes to go fishing with me, so I go with him. Just good experience. But lakes that I fish for walleyes lately, they used to be really good, and over the past couple years, maybe the past decade, it's really dropped off. But we're going to be going into Canada again in June, and we target walleye, smallmouth, and northern up there. And I'm hoping this year to come back with a trophy fish and all of them, not like bring them back home and just catch them. At least like a 25-inch walleye or a 20-inch smallmouth and probably about a 40-inch northern, because I'll be going about a week after Jason will be, and I'm a little bit farther north than he is. And so hopefully the northern will be up in the shallows again that they were last year we were up there. I didn't catch anything monster. My biggest was a 36. I actually T-boned a walleye that I was reeling in. But
Accidental clown.
but there was a couple guys in our groups that got the 44s, 45s. So anything's possible. I guess my main goal is just to fish a broad range. I like targeting anything really. I go after rough fish all year. I go after muskies, everything. I fish 2 different leagues, so we'll see.
I mean, I think overall, our goal is in the second half of the summer in Tree Haven is just to shoot some cool videos together.
I think you nailed it right on the head. There's just, I don't know, it seems like we all just want to expand our...
We have never, the four of us, we've never been together on boats together. We've done some shore and ice fishing together, but having 2 boats there, I don't know, it should be fun. We can mix it up and fish with different things, different people.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Definitely expand our horizons on fishing.
Who knows, we might meet new friends too at Tree Haven that like to fish, and they might show us some spots.
Maybe some women.
Don't get too old.
So if there's any women out there, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Drop a comment.
Yeah, so stay tuned for some good open water content. Will be coming out very soon. Opening day is less than a week.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Saturday. Saturdays.
5.
Luckily, me and Jason have already got out. He had an awesome trip to Arkansas.
I know in Arkansas. I went with a club from here in Point, and we caught so many different fish species. We caught like 37. I caught 19 new species for my life just alone, and it was a great time. It was really awesome.
Yeah, I was able to go to Northeast Georgia, and I guess the biggest takeaway was I caught 3 spots, and 2 of them were pretty good size. That was like the main species trying to get down there. He actually caught one on his trip before I did. I was a little salty about that.
Yeah, that was my first fish.
And he was fishing for diversity, like a spotted bass is at least the worries. But
Yeah.
I got that one nice largie and some nice spots. So me and him have already been able to get out in the water and stuff. But
I mean, me and Caleb, all we
Fish
fished
the
is
river.
fish the river. We haven't had an opportunity to really fish any lakes or
Lakes haven't
make any
opened up.
trips. We kind of fished the river, and we've had a few videos from that.
yeah,
I mean, we haven't caught anything too spectacular. I mean, we finally caught a couple keepers and we had a little cookout, but other than that, it's just been just grinding out on the river, trying to.
Well, truthfully, the walleyes, they haven't even started milking or anything yet. All the
We
females
just got
are,
them milking on Saturday.
females are still firm with eggs, so they haven't even spawned where we're at yet.
But this weekend,
This weekend they're probably gonna
We're
spawn.
gonna be fishing for
but
some
we're gonna be somewhere
flowages.
else. So.
we're gonna be fishing flowages though, so
Yeah,
me and
this,
Clay are gonna be going out opening day.
this cold
Hopefully
weather,
get some good videos.
this longing cold weather that we've had recently really put a damper on everything. I mean, it was about a week, 2 weeks from now is when we had the bass spawn last year. I mean,
That was a week
a week from today or something.
or 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I mean, we had that big challenge we did, and I mean, we still have a good 1.5 to 2 feet of ice almost on many of the lakes up north where we live, and it's just gonna be hard to get out there. But hopefully with this,
Do with it.
we got 70-degree weather today. I think got up to like 77, 76. So definitely breaking up the ice, and hopefully we can get out there, and make some stuff
Rain
happen.
in the forecast.
Yeah, no matter what, it's all uphill from here. We have a lot of cool stuff that's gonna be
Yeah, so
happening.
definitely stay tuned for more videos upcoming. I mean, these guys already had their turkey season, but
We still have to go.
yeah, you still get to go. You got one more tag. I had mine for the last season, so we'll, might potentially have a turkey video coming out, so that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of fishing videos coming. Just
Maybe some more shooting ones. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll see.
We're talking about maybe next fall or something like that. We might do a little something different than what we
Yeah.
normally do too. We're talking about maybe overnight
overnight
camping
woods.
trips.
Oh yeah.
Overnight survival type deal.
So I mean, we definitely have some decent, pretty fun content coming out. So definitely stay tuned. If you like our videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below and tell us what you want us to do.
Yeah, do you like this? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want more of this?
This is our first time ever doing a talk
I mean,
like this.
I think this was kind of fun. I enjoyed
I
it.
kind of liked
I
it.
kinda
So
Definitely went really easy.
I feel like it was going over certain stuff.
Yeah,
Or
this one was kind of reminiscing, but if you ever, I mean, we could discuss
Talk anything.
anything. Yeah, I mean.
If you want us to do a live stream, let us know.
Yeah.
Or I mean, even like specific stuff. I mean,
Like,
it's not like we're experts by any means, but there's certain ways like I could go over like drop shotting smallies. I've gotten comfortable with that, something like that. So
Tossing a single. I mean,
tossing a sinker or throwing a frog, Clayton, we'll hook you up.
Jason, rough fishing.
and pack fishing.
So yeah, just let us know if you like this. But I guess stay tuned for great videos. Hopefully we have an opening day video
Yeah,
right after
hopefully.
this.
Make sure to check out our Instagram at Legends Outdoors 349. We post some pictures over there, and definitely lets you know when we make a video and post it, and keep you guys updated over there. I don't know if there's anything else we can add.
Definitely post more on our Instagram than we will on YouTube. So you want to just keep track of what's going on with whatever we're doing during the week or weekend. We'll post it on Instagram.
Yeah, sometimes we're not able to film everything, so I mean, we get a picture here or two, we throw it on there. So unless you guys have anything else to add,
You know, end it.
yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Be sure to check out our Instagram, Legends Outdoors 349. As we mentioned, as always,